Hello friends and welcome to Let's Play Shogun 2 Total War with Lord Cucumber. Now in this first episode I'm just going to do a couple of quick adaptations. As you can hear, the sounds are quite loud, and even though I don't mind the sounds being a little loud, they shouldn't be, shall we say, overwhelming. There we go. Just use this. Do we need subtitles? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm also going to check my video settings for a second. Yeah, this all looks good. I'm running things on medium specifically to keep recording without trouble, so to speak. As I announced in the announcement trailer thing I made, I'm running this on my old rig, and my old rig can take only so much before things start lagging horribly. But this runs alright, I guess. Alright, let's start a new campaign, shall we? Now, as you may have noticed, my colleague in Let's Plays, Mr. Freepain, has also started a Let's Play of this game. Many people will, I guess, by this time. And I'm trying to pick a clan here that is different from what he'll pick. And he's told me that he'll probably pick something with the best bow infantry. So Chosokabe would not be a good choice right now. I'm just gonna check the rest. I won't be limited in any way by whatever he picks, of course, but alright. I'm just gonna tell you about all of them. Yusuji make for good warrior monks. We're not gonna pick them. Tokugawa, the actual historical family of the emperor, I believe. The current emperor. Yeah, they have a very good time recruiting ninjas. Takedas. The Takeda clan is known for their excellent cavalry. We're not gonna pick them. I'm just gonna go down the line and introduce all of them. Oda. The Oda clan have a specialty in keeping peasants in their army with improved morale, which is very handy, especially in the beginning, but quite hard eventually. Mori apparently have been changed in this game and are perfect sailors. I don't know what they had in the original game. I believe they had the warrior monks, if I'm correct, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Hojo build castles for less money. Interesting, but we're not gonna play that. Date can recruit superior Nodachi samurai, and they are in that sense a little bit similar to Shimatsu. Katana samurai, Nodachi samurai, that's a difference in size of sword, but basically these two, the Date and the Shimatsu, are sword masters. And we're gonna pick a sword master clan, and we're gonna pick Shimatsu. This is an initial challenge easy. I can tell you from having tried the campaign off screen that easy is a very relative term in this game. The AI has very much improved since Napoleon. You have to, for instance, take into account that the AI will land ships near you with troops on it. It will flank you. And if you put the combat on hard, which I will not do, because it's taxing on normal for me already, you will get some really, really good tactical moves against you. So that's a big plus for most experienced players especially. I am experienced but not very good, so I'm gonna stick to normal. I'm also going to stick to a short campaign. Not because I wouldn't like to do a longer campaign, but also because, but specifically because I just want to keep it short for the vids, and I find it easier to hold 25 provinces versus 40. Also, a nice little twist in this version of Shogun. When you get to, say, mid-game, and you think you're unstoppable, say you have like half of Japan in your hands, the current Shogun will attempt to rally everyone else against you. So that's an interesting little challenge they created there. Anyway, let's start. Here we go. Long loading screen, which I will now cut out of the video if I can.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the over-mighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become shogun. But who will be victorious? Shimazu lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. We trace a line back to the first Shogun Yoritomo. Loyalty runs deep in the Shimazu. It is in our blood, our traditions. And in battle, our swordsmen are the envy of Japan. No blade is swifter or more feared than ours. Bishamonten, the war god, has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Shimazu clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls.
And there you have it.
We are the Shimazu. This is an auspicious time for our clan. Not only have we established ourselves as masters of Satsuma province, but fate has brought us into contact with a trade ship from the far west. Shipwrecked upon the shores of Tanegashima, the Namban brought with them the promise of lucrative trade. More importantly, they brought teppo, firearms, simple to operate, yet deadly in their effect. Establishing trade relations with the Namban should be a priority, for their weapons could be the key to our military superiority in Kyushu.
Well,
it is also vital that we begin to extend our power beyond the bounds of Satsuma.
of course.
Osumi should be our first target. We are already at war with the ruling Ito clan, and its castle is dangerously close to our borders. It must be captured before the Ito have a chance to muster an army there. We may then proceed with their total subjugation, or alternatively, expansion into Higo. We are not currently at odds with the Sagara, the masters there. But seizure of their province will mean a source of superior war horses and a taste of total and lasting victory. With southern Kyushu firmly under our control, none of the other clans will be able to resist. Kyushu will be ours. But we must beware of drawing the ire of Kyoto.
Yes. The ire of Kyoto, meaning the ruling shogun. He will step in when we make mistakes. So, that's just wonderful. I want to return my camera now. Thank you.
If our daimyo is to become shogun, military ruler of all Japan, we must defeat the current shogunate, the Ashikaga clan, capturing and holding the capital of Kyoto for 4 seasons. At this point, the emperor will declare our clan leader shogun. We can make a bid for the shogunate at any time, although the current incumbent may preemptively attack us if we become too powerful. War with the shogun for either reason may result in other clans declaring war on our own in support of the status quo.
Well, that's very clear. So, there's a little political game going on in the background as well. Alright, now, we've got missions. That's also new in respect to the older Shogun title. It didn't have missions. This is very much Rome Total War, Medieval Total War, Napoleon Empire. It's those introduced the mission type thing. And these actually give us some rewards in the sense that it will give us, in this case, call to arms, +1 recruitment slot across all provinces. So that's pretty good for 4 seasons. So basically for a full year you get extra recruitment slots once you conquer Usumi in this case, which is our neighbor. Okay, now look at this beautiful map. What I really like, that immediately stood out for me, was the fact that the fog of war is basically not a fog at all. What they did was they took a drawn map from Japan in the era where the game plays, and they made that the fog of war. So basically, where you haven't been or where you haven't got eyes to spy upon your adversaries, there's this. It's really nice. Really kind of atmospheric solution to that. Right, well, in any case, this is our first army with Tanegashima Tobakata, our general. This is him. Generals have changed as well. You can now buy retainers once he levels, and you can also give him skills once he levels. So he becomes basically a better leader or a better warrior. You can pick one of 2 skill trees basically. And there's also his bodyguard information, with each unit having this kind of statistics. Also the normal units do this. And their special abilities. So that's really nice, good to have. Anyway, and they of course can improve. Anything in the game can improve. That's just what I like about it. This is our Shogun, our daimyo. I'm sorry, I'm already calling him Shogun, but of course he's daimyo. Alright, now let's recruit some more troops. Let's see, we've already got 1 katana samurai, 1 yari ashigaru, which is basically peasant with spears, and a bow ashigaru, which is basically a peasant with bows. So, and there's about, I think, 120 of them. 150, I'm sorry, 150 spearmen, bow ashigaru, a couple of spearmen, and okay, so that's what he's got right now. Not an awful lot, but we can fix that. In fact, that's one of the first things we are going to fix. I'm going to buy a couple of these and 1 of these. Oh, it takes 2 turns apparently to do this. Okay, so I'm just gonna check this. Alright. My guess is it would be better to balance things out a little bit. And also build something. We've got cash, we had 3,000 clan treasury. It's funny because they no longer call it koku like in the first game, which is basically a Japanese word for land or land tax. Because it's a very general word. We are going to build rice paddies. We're going to have something to feed the people. And also, we can't afford a sword school right now, but that's something we're going for. We're going for a coastal village as well. There we go. Because we're going to have trade for that eventually. Do we have money left? Yes, we do. Then we can plan another piece of army. There we go. Alright, now what we could do is invade Higo immediately. Advantage, eliminate Higo and capture a 1 province and little kingdom immediately, which will grant us horses. Disadvantage, we're at war with the Ito clan, and they're gonna really mess us up if we do. And I know this because I've seen the AI do similar things in the previous campaign that I just test ran. Alright, so we're just gonna move him to the border. Move him to the border, that's right click. And there we go. We see Castle Kanoya. I can already tell you, Castle Kanoya has 1 unit in it. And we can probably take the castle with just our general and his limited troops. Why not? A good demonstration of combat. Oh, and looky here, there's one next to us. He's actually not built up a very large army here. You are attacking in force. I am I not? These guys behind the other guy are not helping. That's also new, I guess. Okay, well, let's do this. Load screen again. I will just I'll just end the recording for a moment, and here we are. Okay, the weather conditions look fairly favorable, so I'm gonna start deployment. This is the castle. Castles are different in the game, and you'll soon know why.
激戦になりそうじゃが、これも武士の定め。戦で切り合う、討ち死にする、勝利する。そのどれもが武士の運命なるも、今日は必ず勝利する。我らが敵は召喚の者ども。身の程知らずの高望みとはいえ、勇敢かつ誇り高き敵軍なるぞ。頑丈そうな石垣じゃが、これぞ敵の心の支え。石垣さえ壊せば、奴らの戦意もガラガラと崩れ落ちるじゃろう。仲間との連携をしっかり取るのじゃ。兜の尾を締め、浮世のことは忘れろ。勝利に向かって進め。
Banzai and all that. Alright, so general speeches are in Japanese, which is really cool.
Is to capture the castle, not to destroy it.
Nope.
To achieve victory, either kill or rout the entire army, or capture the central keep. Before you begin, ensure that any siege weapons are positioned close enough to target the enemy and their defenses.
Yeah, we're gonna position them just fine. Alright, now. Okay, so the difference with the previous Total War games is that Japanese fortresses were built in a way as to slow the enemy down and kill them once they got inside, instead of keeping them out like traditional European fortresses would. That had 2 reasons. well, first of all, one was very practical. As you can see, the slope here is very well. It's not very straight. It's very sloped. So you got a bit of a grade here, and that's because the earthen walls that they used were made to withstand earthquakes, as we all know and can see on daily television. Japan is a country that gets hit by earthquakes almost permanently, and they did just as well in the 16th century. They had the same problem, and they quickly invented ways to counter that. So these things were basically places to live for the warlords, but they were also death traps for your enemies, and it was considered an honorable way of waging war. You would let the enemy storm your castle and then basically fight over the central square here instead of preventing them from entering specifically, because, well, if you could, of course you would, but it was it was a bit different. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got Yari Ashigaru, basically farmers with spears. Let's have a look at them. There we go. Good lads. I'm sorry for the yellow border there. There we are. They wave their lovely little flags here. There we go. We've got two of them, and there we go. It's the other ones. We've got Bo Ashigaru, which is basically farmers with bows. Easy in it. And somebody's asking me if I'm recording, and I'm not going to respond because I am. And we should have, where are they? Yeah, I thought as much. That middle one wasn't Yari at all that I just showed you. That's my samurai. Yari samurai. So that's Yari's spearmen, soldiers, professional soldiers. Okay. Alright, good. So we've got them. Excellent. Men of station with spears. Alright. I'm gonna answer my friend that I am. There we go. Okay, and we've got, of course, our general with these nice little lampoons on their back, which actually, I don't know what their purpose is, but yeah, I think they're lampoons. They're like little lights that you carry on your back. I'm not sure. But they look like, like that. Okay, so that's what we have. We've got only one unit of Ashigaru bowmen. That is a bit unfortunate. I would have expected more. But we have just this. That's it. Alright. Very well. Okay, let's see. Where do we put everyone? I think we want as short a run to the castle as possible. And we're gonna have to have these guys soak up damage. There we go. So that once we encounter the castle with our specific units, there we go, we'll have no trouble entering it. And I think I'm gonna have my bowmen on the flank here. There we go. Now we know that there's two enemy units inside, because I saw that before we loaded, and they will do anything to keep us from entering, even though that is considered slightly less honorable. They will prevent us from entering if they can. I'm just gonna spread my guys up a little. There we are. And then I'm gonna start battle.
Beware! Enemy reinforcements have arrived, my lord!
And there's also reinforcements coming. That's just wonderful. What timing. And of course I want you guys to run. Okay. I wonder how these reinforcements will influence us. Well, I do think I know how they will influence us, because there's light cavalry coming. Alright. That could become a problem. Samurai. How many extra units has the enemy got? Exactly. Okay, so there's horsemen over here. There we go. Okay, so we did kill a lot of their horsemen, and we're killing... Oh my goodness. We are slaughtering them because I just formed a spear wall. I gave the attack to do that. Okay. Wow, I just countered his general unit, I think. I did. Alright, now continue with your plan, please, if you will. And you guys are not doing what I wanted. Get going. Nope, I wanted to inspire. I'm dismounting them. Okay. You can still do that. We can still capture this castle. Okay, so I have to be at like 6 places at the same time, and that's difficult for me. It's completely new. Can we scale the wall of these guys? Yes, we can. Okay. So these guys are really getting pummeled. And that was the general idea. And these guys are almost up. Perfect. Hurry up, climb. We want these Yari Ashigaru to have a very terrible time once they get here. Now, samurai are now scaling the wall. Very good. Alright, and we're capturing the central square, which is basically the thing we need. Alright, okay, this is looking relatively well, though they killed all of my peasants here in the corner. That's a bit unfortunate, I guess. Samurai retainers are really becoming a problem now. Go, get them. Get all of them. Kill them now. Oh dear. Well, we are kind of winning. Okay. Here's my general units. General unit is now going to kill these archers with extreme prejudice. There we go. Kill them all.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Yeah, we are losing peasants quicker than we can get them. And our general may be in grave danger, but he's winning. So why would we bother? Okay, pull him back. Pull him back. You, start aiming at these guys. There we are. Yeah, that ought to do it. Great melee here. Big ass melee. Yeah, they're not liking it one bit. Which is exactly what I was going for. Alright, maybe we can just Alright, so they're shooting at them. Okay, toggle fire at will. Can we send them in for a controlled? No, we can't. Okay. Go. But you're also hitting our troops.
A glorious victory will soon be yours!
I know, victory will soon be mine. That was exactly what I was going for, so... Man, wait a minute, just go for this one. What am I talking about? There we are. We're simply gonna... They're fighting to death. They're like death before dishonor, look at that. Yeah, they're dead. They're absolutely dead. Even with the reinforcement.